Alright. So here's the magic, I guess. Let's see what we got. So for you guys, this is all from Gino's garage, by the way. This is probably the best place to get your filters and everything from, because they were also able to produce this magic little baby right here. Now if you notice, we've got a 25 5500 over here, and yes, that thing's got the 8-speed in it. And because it has the 8-speed and it's on a transport truck, there is a service interval for the transmission, 60,000 miles. And at 60,000 miles, you get to replace the whole pan, because as we are finding out together as we speak, the filter is integral with the pan. There she is. Wow. So you got to make sure you take the plug off, right? Don't try and put this thing back up there with this in, or else you won't be able to go anywhere because you're stupid and you left the cover on and it can't pick up any fluid. So in the pan we have the filter assembly. These all right here are magnets to pick up any metallic debris that's throughout the transmission. You got magnets here, 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 and then of course again the filter. Now lube this up with the fluid that comes out of the transmission, or that's supposed to go back in. Do not use a trans gel, do not use ATF. This is a totally different monster. You cannot use ATF anywhere in this thing, or a standard trans assembly lube. So just use the mineral based transmission fluid that you're supposed to put back in there to lube up that O-ring. And you'll be good to go.
Can you flip that pan over real quick so I can see the other side?
I'm not a fan of plastic vented housings, transmission pans or whatever, but brand new stuff. We don't have anything aftermarket to put back in there yet. So we have to go back with a Mopar. As you can see, here's your Mopar part number for this transmission pan.
So if Banks wanted to come out with a better solution, the filter's already built in to this piece.
Yeah, so as soon as the aftermarket catches up, whether it's Banks or somebody else, they'll make a pan that has a serviceable filter, just like they do on the light duty trucks, your 1500s. Those 8HP 70s on the trucks take an integral filter pan on it, but as we talked about earlier, you can swap your pan over to the Wrangler pan, and that will give you a replaceable filter. Instead of spending an ungodly amount of money for an entire pan, you'll just be spending money on filters moving forward. Now, the biggest thing, you got to make sure you use the right fluid. You have to use the 8-speed, 9-speed fluid. It's a mineral-based fluid. If you run any other ATF in there, you will burn up that transmission. These are all just filters: CCV filter,
oh wow,
air filter, oil filter.
Can we see the oil filter? I haven't seen that yet, and I want to see that CCV filter too while we're at it.
It's going to look pretty darn close to the old one.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So this is the new oil filter. Now we've already replaced both the Insane diesel filter and the regular filter twice, and we're at 50,000 miles, but we have not dropped the oil out yet and replaced the oil because our results are all coming back still perfect. So want to look at the CCV filter?
Sure, why not?
Again, this is all from Gino's garage, and they give you genuine Mopar stuff, and it's all been verified real and not the fake Ram branded crap that we've been fighting on, you know, the older than 25 vehicles. So it's a little bit different than the old ones. You've got a different port here for the filter itself, but this is your CCV filter for the 25.
Woo! You're not lying about mineral base. It's still clean?
Yep.
Wow. I guess I mean, maybe you can go 100K on this.
Still looks brand new. Because it's got a green tint to it.
Huh.
Safety sign.
I don't blame you.
Oh yeah. Every time I do mine, it looks the same. So you're probably going to want a comparison video between that and what brand new looks like. So it's got a green tint to it already, brand new fluid.
That one's more yellow.
Well, that's all underneath a black backdrop. This is underneath a white.
Okay.
But that fluid that come out of there looks still brand new. You cannot mix your 8 HP fluids with any other fluid. So I have a dedicated container. Yes, it's a weed sprayer. They work great. I got a hook in the end of it. I've made that with a heat gun. Anyway, you can literally put it up in the fill, because on the half tons it's right next to the exhaust, and trying to get filled is a pain in the butt. So I just use one of these that's only for 8 HP fluid. We have no problem.
Still draining.
I wonder how dirty its paint will be.
Stay. I said stay. Be a good boy.
You pour a little bit on that white box?
Yeah. See how it still has that same
Oh, okay.
same color to it? This stuff is still
That's some good oil.
brand new. Well, it's so, the whole thing about the 8 HP transmissions is there are no rotating clutches. They're all holding clutches. They're planetary gear sets all the way through, and you've got holding clutches, and then you've got sprag clutches, which aren't even clutches. They're just a piece of metal that can only go one way. You've got a little spring on the back side, and if that planetary tries to spin back the other way, it lodges itself in there, so it can't rotate, but it can rotate this way. So that's all there is to these. Pretty simple. While we're in here, want to make sure that the sealing surface, of course, is free of any dirt, debris, all of that crap. Make sure we don't see anything stupid.
There's no rubber seal or anything on there?
On the pan?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't
It's on
see
the
it.
pan.
Oh, okay.
I
Got
was
you.
looking at this.
What is that?
Yeah. It's a plastic sleeve in there where the pump picks up the fluid from the filter.
Got you.
Remember, lube up the O-ring. I know your all's wives will agree, don't ram it in there dry. Make sure she is seated. In the filter kit also comes new bolts. So you want to make sure you start them all, but don't run them home yet, because you want to make sure that the pan centers up.
I think Josh and I forgot we had this footage because we got this back in October and I'm just now getting to posting it, but our friend Brett does Hot Shot and has a really nice 5500. Hopefully when he comes back out here to Utah, I'll do a walk around on the truck, but definitely good guy, does cross-country towing, and he's actually from Maryland too, which is pretty cool. But that fluid still looked really good at 60K. So I went online really quickly. I wanted to look up and see what Ram said. And Ram does say to change that fluid every 60,000 miles for the cab and chassis trucks. Now, maybe what I'll do is I'll follow up and check and see what it says for like the 3500 and 2500 pickups. But 60K is what they say. You guys saw that the filter is built into the housing. And it looks that you have to just do it all together. But regardless of that, mineral-based oil seems to be pretty good stuff. I mean, when I did my transmission fluid change on my GMC at 30,000, or actually not even at 30K, it was at 24,000, I think, when I actually did it. It was pretty dark, I would say. And this stuff, it looked pretty much brand new, basically. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check out Truck Stuff's video. I did cut out a few things out of my video because he goes into a little bit more detail, which I'd rather him have on his channel. But yeah, that ZF transmission is the truth. I think that maybe Ford and GM need to maybe consider reaching out to them and getting that 8-speed, because I'm willing to bet you guys it's going to be reliable. I got to ask Brett at some point, or maybe he can maybe leave a comment down below about, you know, how the transmission has been going now that he has 60,000 miles on the truck. But so far, I haven't heard of any failures with that ZF Torque Flight, aka Powerline. So we'll just keep waiting around to see what happens. But for now, I think Ram has the best transmission, and potentially the 6.7 Cummins might be the best on the market too, once we see how they start doing with a few miles on them. See you guys in the next video.